The Green Purse. Copenhagen was very pleasant in June, but Claudine had spent the entire afternoon in non-stop sightseeing. Returning finally to Hotel Kong Arthur, she was dead tired and craving a shower. Practically stumbling into her suite, Claudine leaned on the door and shed her afternoon dress. She turned the shower to steaming hot and ventured within. Immersed in the gently falling water, she lost track of the time. Later, as she towed herself off, she was astonished to learn that a full hour had elapsed. Reclining on the couch, she took up the guidebook to find a place for dinner. She wanted something upscale but not too expensive, and not too public for dining alone. It was then that she noticed a green purse sitting on the counter next to the door. Claudine's first thought was that this green bag wasn't her style. Her own white leather purse was considerably less flamboyant. In fact, she quickly realized the green bag must belong to someone else entirely. She hastily checked that the door was locked and that nobody was hiding in the suite. Then she gave the mystery purse a closer inspection. It was a Louis Vuitton, which no woman would casually misplace. Reluctantly perusing the contents, she found a makeup mirror, cosmetics, a hairbrush and comb, sunglasses, and a Copenhagen street map, but nothing identifying the owner. Front desk, can you send someone up? I'll explain when they get here. Claudine dressed and combed her hair. Soon there was a knock on the door. It was the night manager and a boy from housekeeping, who looked no older than her son. She showed them in and explained the situation. Are you sure there wasn't already here when you checked in? I'm certain I would have noticed. On the contrary, the purse appeared between the time I returned this afternoon and when I finished my shower. But Madame, housekeeping staff have lockers. They don't carry purses while working. Sigh. I don't know what happened. Maybe you double booked the room? That's not actually possible. But let's put aside speculation. What if we change the lock code for your room? Would that help you feel more secure? Can I get the new key card at the front desk when I leave? Yes, of course. I'll go handle it now. What about the purse? Aren't you taking it with you? Madame, you should hold on to it. The owners might come looking for it, or you might remember how it got here. I don't want a strange woman's purse in my room. Of course not. I'll take this to Lost and Found. Good evening, madam. They didn't believe me. They took one look at me and thought I was a confused old widow. Later that evening, Claudine was seated in the dining room of Det Lille Apotheke, which the menu informed her was the city's oldest and most storied restaurant. Contemplating the eatery's odd, unkempt decor, her mind went to the Louis Vuitton bag. How would its mysterious owner have regarded this place? Throwing back her head, she assumed an air of privilege. I think that clown is staring at us. Huh? Well, if he's expecting Hans Christian Andersen, then we probably don't measure up. Ha! I see you've read the back of the menu. How are you enjoying our fair city? It's so very quaint and perfect. The people couldn't be nicer. This was going to be a family vacation, but the children had to cancel, so I'm traveling alone. Despite that, or perhaps because of it, I've had a very good time. I'm Claudine, by the way. Excellent. At 8:30 the next morning, Claudine received a call from the night manager, asking if he could drop by her room for a minute. She consented and minutes later answered his knock. The young man from housekeeping was with him. Ma'am, regarding the purse, investigations by the police and ourselves determined what actually happened. There was an incident on an upper floor. A purse snatcher victimized one of our guests. While escaping down the stairs, he stripped the purse of valuables. The bag itself is worth more than what he took, but he didn't want to be caught with it. Running past your room, he ditched the bag in a housekeeping cart. When the housekeeper, Judy, found the bag, she thought it had dropped out of your closet, so she placed it on the counter. Judy conveys her apologies. It was a natural mistake, of course. In any event, the hotel wishes to compensate you for your troubles. Would you accept this bottle of champagne, compliments of the Kong Arthur? Thank you, gentlemen. Axel, do you enjoy champagne? For breakfast? Why not? That afternoon, Claudine and Axel strolled Kombengard, a pedestrian shopping street in Old Town. In a window display, she happened to notice a familiar style of bag. She decided, after all, that the vivacious shade of green leather suited her. Persuading her companion to wait, she entered the shop. Story, art, and narration by Joe Zabel. http://www.joezabel.com